some of the roles that we've got. So my role as a consultant, we'll talk about that. Your role as a parent, and we'll talk a bit about Ross's role, and also with the sister. Sorry, I forgot her name. Hannah. That she can be part of this as well. So you've got her part of it long term. Start learning some of the terms and being part of the fun of it. So my role as a consultant, I'm here to provide advice. It is advice at this stage, particularly as I'm in training, but I've got people like Sam Harris as my consultant to call upon for expertise. I've got the support of the RDI community, and the fact that the training was provided actually by the people that invented the whole course were on the training course. They delivered it to me, so I can correspond with them as well for any further support. And I'll also be then allocating you assignments along the way. I'll be doing the general housekeeping and making sure that we attend regular meetings. And hopefully I'll be there to make observations on those assignments. So it'll be a case of a lot of the time you going away, recording what you do, and feedback that recording, and I can make an observation alongside you, and we'll sort of assess and reflect that piece of work together.
That's good.
Alright. I'll hopefully help introduce you to this, what we call then the RDI platform. It's great that you received the email already, and we've made our first step to signing you up on here today. And I'll just double check during the week that we've all got access to this, and I guess the first session we'll have quite a techie kind of session just to make sure we're familiar with how to use it. It's one of those things that at first glance feels a bit disorganised, but actually they've done a lot of work lately to sort of hone it in of how we use it, because all our correspondence then will be through this or face to face at these sessions. Okay, so rather than sending an email, we've got like a notebook for you both. You both have your separate notebooks, because it might be that you are doing different assignments based on what's going to suit your needs or what you need to focus on maybe a bit more than the other one, and that way we can separate out how we correspond together. And then it's kind of down to you guys during that assignment time to sort of go away with the work, take time to feed it back, let me know how you're getting on, and then we'll reflect on it when we come back face to face, or I might correspond back if you need something straight away. And I've also got the great benefit of being able to see Ross hands-on, which isn't the case for all consultants, because they might have families all over the place, but the fact that he's here regularly, I even had just mentioned it this evening, I managed to sort of take 20 minutes, just a very short project, thinking about one of the activities you, Sarah, did with the drumming activity. I thought I would just have a quick go with that with him, just to focus on one thing, about how he sort of transitioned to that and how he chose the objects. So it's nice to sort of record it, reflect on me as a guide of what I was doing to promote what I wanted to see, and reflect on how he was engaged in that. And I'll share that with you at some point, and I'll have even more practice. Because the idea is I don't want to set anyone up to fail. I'm not expecting you to do anything that I'm not prepared to do myself. It's dynamic, so we'll then assess that together. If it's worked, fantastic. Why hasn't it worked? I think that's kind of the flow of how this all
that'd be great, because as you don't get a course on being a parent, and you certainly don't get a course on being a parent of an autistic child. So it's a bit, people felt trial and error and what works and what doesn't work. And, the way we plan things, I think, when he was younger, all the strips and everything, and, we know what works and what doesn't, but that's from trial and error really. So anything that you can add to it, great.
And that's where I'll share my motivation, sort of coming from a sport background. You're told that kids can't do something, or they can't make friendships, and in that context, we were seeing it happens. It does happen. So why does that happen? Why do some actually keep progressing? So I love this idea that we'll look at a bit about how the brain working, and this idea that it's this idea of plasticity, that we can remold the brain, we can develop the relationship with you guys. That's my biggest motivation, and the fact that I get to see him and took him swimming the other day and had such good fun. He's just a generally jovial, lovely little boy.
Yeah,
so
and
that's my background.
That's where, when he first came here, or when he first started in Tinkham, he was in a not in the best place at all. So you didn't see that happy boy that we see at home.
Yeah.
You see a young lad who's angry, anxious, everything. So positive.